One of our really nice subscribers, Majid, I hope I got your name right, asked for a lesson about long-term trading with super tight stops. So here we go. Giddy up. All right, here we go. Short video today. If you like it, subscribe to the channel. Leave a like. Those likes just bring me a lot of happiness. Okay, here we go. The other day, I gave you the reversal tab indicator. And if you forgot where it is, just click the link below or at the end of this video, and you can download that absolutely free. And those reversal tabs look like these arrows pointing up and pointing down. Second of all, I'm looking at the Australian dollar in this video. But you could look at the, what is it? The Dothraki peso? I don't know. You could look at any financial instrument that you want. Doesn't matter. Okay. Also on this chart, featured on this chart, are weekly pivots. They're green. And occasionally a weekly pivot is not hit by price. There it is. Boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Okay, so that weekly pivot was not hit by price. I call that a missed pivot. Here she comes, missed pivot. Okay. And so let's say that you have a week that goes by and no one says hi to you. That's like my week. Just kidding. I love you. If no one says hi to you, just reach out to me. I love the heck out of you. And you have a week that goes by and this weekly pivot is not hit. And you're like, whoa, here, dear weekly pivot, you are so beautiful. You are so beautiful to me. And then after that week is over, and the week is over when the pivot is over, so it's really easy to see. It's right here. There it is. Boom. The week is over. The week is complete. Let's review our week. Well, the pivot was missed. So then if you get a bearish reversal tab, guess where price is going? I'll give you one guess, and the first guess doesn't count. It's going down, and it's going down to, bingo, that missed weekly pivot, which is a magnet. It's like the tractor beam on the Death Star. Let's draw the Death Star. First, to draw the Death Star, you need a circle. That circle needs to be black because the Death Star was black, not blue. So let's get a black Death Star. Excellent. And then on the inside of the Death Star was the giant laser beam. You may fire when ready. Okay. And then, so if you were in the Millennium Falcon, which looks like a mangled donut, the Death Star could suck you in with its tractor beam. Well, long story short, just kidding, that was a long story. That weekly pivot down there is like the Death Star's tractor beam, and it's drawing price in. So how do you trade with this with a tight stop? I would sell right up here when you see that reversal tab. And on TradingView, you can get alerts, right? We talked about this the other day. Just go back through all my videos and check that out. And then you could put a stop loss right behind the most recent candles before that reversal tab was formed. Either one of these areas is a really tight stop and then a really nice profit target. And that's the only example I'm going to show you because this doesn't actually work. I'm just kidding. This does work. It's pretty awesome. Let's look at another example. Oh my gosh, another weekly pivot. And it's missed. Pull out the Joe Cocker song, "You Are So Beautiful to Me." Okay, and then that weekly pivot is a magnet, Death Star, etc. And then we get a bullish reversal tab. So that's a perfect time to start setting up a buy trade with a target of that missed weekly pivot. And it gets there really nicely. Now you need to have a stop loss, let's say, generous enough to give price a chance to move. So I think either of these two areas is reasonable, or raisonnable if you're in France. And this one's so tight that it's going to get stopped out. Let me just say, if you have tight stops save accounts, but tight stops tight stops can cause your win percentage to drop, right? You're gonna have a lot of stop outs if you have a tight stop, but it's gonna save your account, and you're never gonna take a really big loss. So let's say you did stop out when price dropped to here. So you bought up in this area, price dropped, and you stopped out. You need to have a re-entry situation, and I would say when price breaks above the high that was made right over here on the first run, you get in again, and then you put a stop below that recent low. Or to just start with, you put a stop below the furthest low, and that's it. That's that. And then also, if that stops out, you put a re-entry in. And those are the only two examples I'm going to show you because this doesn't actually work. Just kidding, it does work. Here's another missed weekly pivot. You are Millennium Falcon. No, wait, this is the Death Star. You may fire win. So this will be the last time. Where is the rebel base? Okay, so let's look for a reversal tab. Hello, delightful creature. You want this, don't you? Little Star Wars quotations. Did you know that the Emperor Palpatine was in the movie Dirty Rotten Scoundrels? Did you know that? Anyway. There's the reversal tab. That's a sell trade. Stop loss above a recent high. And a target at that weekly pivot. But it probably doesn't get there because the system doesn't work. Oh, it gets there. That's right. It just takes a while to do it. It gets close, but then it finally gets there. You can also place a profit target slightly higher. Thanks, Peter Gabriel. Than the weekly pivot. Okay, let's look for another missed weekly pivot. It's looking like this one is gonna be the one. There it is. Now sometimes, maybe all of the time, sometimes you're gonna get a reversal tab, Millennium Falcon reversal tab, that's kind of close to the weekly pivot. And you may have a profit target that is equal to your stop loss. I don't think that's a problem. I think if you get a reversal tab really close to a weekly pivot, the probability that your trade will be successful goes up substantially. But that's the only example I'm going to show you because this doesn't actually work. Just kidding. It does work. Is there another missed weekly pivot in the house? I mean, you could do it without missed weekly pivots, right? You could just do it with an older pivot and trade down to it. But I do love the missed weekly pivot situation. And there it is. There's another example. There's the bullish reversal tab. Doink, 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 doink. Let's see if that can make it all the way up. Scandal. Oh, total scandal. Oh my gosh, this doesn't work. He told us it worked. It doesn't work. Morty, stop trading the pivots. Rob Booker lied to us. It doesn't work. I talked to Dr. Goldstein. He said don't trade the pivots no more. Anyway, it does eventually work. That's why you need to have a re-entry device. So let's say that we buy right here and we have a stop loss right here and we stop out in this area. We need to place a brand new trade right in that area so that we can re-enter and take that sweet, delicious profit that comes. You could also look for like exhaustion candles and maybe build a position back up if you want to. Hey, listen, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Just kidding, I am. That's the whole purpose of this YouTube channel is to tell you what to do. There's another missed weekly pivot. And look at this. This is a missed weekly pivot. See, I'm showing you lots of examples to be as transparent as possible. So there's a missed weekly pivot. And there is a reversal tab right there. And then it just does the same thing that we would expect it to do. Wait, no. Darn it. It rises. Once again, let's say that this stops out. Let's say that we sell it here and we stop out here. Fine, whatever. That risk to reward blows anyway. Excuse my language. Sorry. That risk to reward sucks anyway. Oh, sorry. Excuse my language. That risk to reward is no good. Anyway, that stop loss is bigger than that profit target. So I would say don't take that trade at all anyway. Don't take it. Don't. Do it. You know, maybe wait until price gets higher. Higher. Thanks, Peter Gabriel. And then take it over here. Take it to the limit. Don Henley and Glenn Fry. Anyway, listen, I love you all so much. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you like what you see here, well, hey, if you liked what you saw here today, you can subscribe to the channel at the link below somewhere, or you can get that free indicator, the reversal tabs, at some link above or in the description. Have the best day ever. Love you.